Hi, you guys know me as the guy that makes Minecraft fan-made music, so it's probably a bit strange seeing a video like this suddenly pop up on my channel. But lately I've ran out of musical creativity, so I kind of wanted to try something different for a change. All of the games that I am listing today have their Steam page linked in the description below, so if you want to go check them out, it's right down there. So getting right into it, the first game that I'll be talking about is a game called Voima. A few months ago when I stumbled on a YouTube short of this game, I didn't know exactly what to think at first. The first thing I noticed that while the world is 3D, some things aren't, like trees and bushes, and the seemingly large plethora of bears, which by the way, the character you play as is a bear as well. Blocks aren't gridlocked, meaning you can freely place them around with any rotation. You can freely manipulate terrain using really interesting yet powerful looking tools. You've got strange movement, odd but cool looking visuals. You got destruction. But I think the part that really hooks me about this game, on top of the creative potential, is the unique vibes. The atmosphere, world, environment, while admittedly it is filled with PNGs, I think the very fact that it is adds to the charm. There is another upcoming promising looking game that very much reminds me of Voima, but I don't think it is associated with Voima whatsoever, and that game is Lucid Blocks. Since I saw Voima first, my first initial thought from seeing this game was Voima but more liminal and kinda horrific. The game takes place in a very abstract and liminal looking world with various strange creatures and landscapes. Unlike Voima though, it looks like the blocks that make up this world are grid-based, meaning it's much more like Minecraft in that sense. You seem to have a unique crafting system that, from what I've seen, allows for a very large variety of item crafting. The gameplay and atmosphere overall is very unique. I would say even a little bit more so than Voima, but they both have their own charm. Personally, I'm excited to try the game when it does come out with a demo, and you can wishlist the game on Steam already. Now the next game on this list is a lot more like Minecraft in the sense of progression and atmosphere. And this game is Allumeria. I think I'm pronouncing that right, I'm not sure though. I've seen comments of people saying this game is like a mix of Terraria and Minecraft, and honestly, I can see it. You've got weapons like the melon slicer, crowbar, and snowball cannon, just to name a few, which means more on Terraria's style of weapons. Then there's the bosses that also seem to look more inspired by Terraria. Past all that, you've got fantastic looking building and customization. Overall, very promising. You can playtest and wishlist the game on Steam already. Next game on the list is a game I only recently found out about, and that game is Tesera. The Steam description for the game says that it is a sci-fi sandbox game in a mysterious, alien world. Explore an endless voxel world, defend yourself against aggressive creatures and drones, building your dream settlement alone or with friends. And while in its compact form, that description serves the game well, I think it's much too short to do the game justice. The game seems to have deep building mechanics, gardening, modern and medieval weapons. By that I mean like guns and swords, gadgets, and a lot more. All of which takes place in an organic, mixed with sci-fi setting. You can playtest and wishlist the game on Steam. Now it's time to talk about the two arguably most well-known games on this list, and for good reason. They are pretty hype. Of the two, the one I would like to talk about first is Everwind. In short, you could say this game is Minecraft meets Skyrim and Terraria on Sky Islands. But if you really want to learn about the game, you've got to dive into all the little details. And this game really has a lot of details. It is stunning to look at. The game's world is sectioned into infinite amount of sky islands, each one seemingly being unique. It seems like every island that you land on will have a mystery for you to solve and loot for you to gather. You might explore a dungeon or fight a boss, or find the exact ingredient you need for a recipe. The developers are very active with this game, and every update video they make makes me more excited. You can playtest the game and wishlist it on Steam. And now the last of the bunch, Hytale. Chances are if you clicked on this video, you have probably already heard of this game. The trailer of Hytale blew up all the way back in 2018, and since then, the trailer has amassed 61 million views, which is kinda crazy. The game has gone through an entire story and isn't even released yet. However, the wait is finally over, and the game is releasing into early access in a few weeks, on January 13th. This was only possible because Simon from Hypixel Studios bought this game back recently after Riot Games announced the game's cancellation. Riot bought Hypixel Studios and the game from Simon in 2020, so Simon was the original creator of Hytale. Since the saving of Hytale, Simon has rehired over 50 employees, all of which are working tirelessly to deliver the early access of this game. You can pre-order the game and save your username for when the game finally comes out. Personally, this game has me more excited than any other games currently. Thank you for watching this video. I realize that it can be tough to listen to someone's commentary when he's not experienced, but if you want more videos like this, I could get a lot better. Let me know in the comment section.